Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on the show, on my
thanks.
channel.
Hi.
Today's guest, we have Harsha, the director, The World of Kapata.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
India's biggest short film. Welcome to the channel. What inspires you to direct this film?
Inspiration, I drag inspiration from everywhere, from every film I watch. So it's all about people's psychology, studying them every time, looking at the people, talking to them. The conversation helps me to understand them, and that inspires me to write stories.
So how did you get the characters for the each mask?
The characters, it depends on different individuals, right? So
Right.
each and every character, I've seen it somewhere in my life, and that replicates the mask. So
Okay.
in that way, I've written the characters.
And you did this all in one day, one take?
No,
What?
not. I've
24 hours?
I've shot the whole film in 3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days. The 15-minute long film. Yeah.
That is miraculous, doing that in 3 to 4 days.
Yes. Thank
All
you.
those scenes, inclining, like you said,
Yeah.
with all those cameras and
Yes.
actions.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm going to show a short clip of what we showed earlier.
For sure. For sure.
And thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
And we'll talk to you soon.
For sure.
Please subscribe on my channel and Instagram. What's your Instagram? Where can the people reach you?
I be me.
I be me.
I___ DE___ MEE.
MEE
Yeah.
for Instagram. or-
Instagram. For Instagram. I just have Instagram.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Subscribe to his channel.
Thank you.
Pure heart. A man who is so true to himself and also to the people around him. అలాంటి ఒక ఓల్డ్ మ్యాన్ ఈ వరల్డ్లో పడిపోతే ఈ వరల్డ్ మధ్యలో ఇఫ్ హీస్ స్విమ్మింగ్ ఇన్సైడ్ దిస్ వరల్డ్ ఇఫ్ హీస్ లివింగ్ ఇన్ ద వరల్డ్ కెన్ హీ రియలీ live his life?
So the director Harsha came to us, the producers, with a 20-minute movie idea, and we all loved it. We loved the movie idea. We said yes right away.
Basically, we started narrowing down in terms of budget or making and how do we go about this. In Shalga, it was all in and around Hyderabad. And the budget varied along around 2 to 4 lakhs lopala wind up cheddam anadi initial thought, and it kept on staging from there for good reasons. It kept on staging really well, like art wallu they stepped in with moldings, masks came into picture, and the best part of the project was we thought of going to Munnar and shoot it there to bring the authenticity and also to tell how remotely our protagonist or the main lead is disconnected with the world.
అంటే ఈ మాస్క్ అనేవి ఇట్స్ వెరీ న్యూ కాన్సెప్ట్. సో ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్కి మనం ఎలా చూపిస్తే బాగుంటుంది అండ్ వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్, బికాస్ ఇన్ ద ఫిలిం ఇఫ్ యు సీ మనకి మూమెంట్ ఉంటేనే ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ బాగుందా బాగాలేదా అన్నట్టు ఉంటుంది. హియర్ దేర్ ఇస్ నో మూమెంట్. సో ఆ క్యారెక్టర్ అనేది మాస్క్లో కనిపించాలి. సో వీ రియల్లీ సాట్ విత్ ద క్లే ఆర్టిస్ట్ అండ్ ఎట్లా చేస్తే బాగుంటుంది, స్మైల్, మైనర్ మిస్టేక్స్, ఐస్ దగ్గర, నోస్ దగ్గర, ఎవ్రీ డీటెయిల్ కరెక్ట్గా చూసి, బికాస్ దర్ ఇస్ నో మూమెంట్. సో ఇమాజిన్ ఫేస్ లేకుండా ఈ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఆడియన్స్ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలి ఆ క్యారెక్టర్కి అంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్. సో అది ఐఎమ్ హోపింగ్ వి పుల్ ఇట్ అవుట్.
యాక్చువల్లీ టీఎన్ఆర్ గారితో కంపేర్ టు మాస్క్ యానిమేషన్. సో మాస్క్ టీఎన్ఆర్ గారితో పోటీ పడాలి అంటే టీఎన్ఆర్ గారు ఎంత ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ ఇస్తారో మాస్క్ కూడా అంతే ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ ఇవ్వాలి. అప్పుడే వాళ్ళిద్దరి మధ్య ఫైట్ జరుగుద్ది. సో వాళ్ళిద్దరు బెస్ట్ క్వాలిటీ రావాలి అంటే ఈయనకి ఈక్వల్గా నేను యానిమేషన్ చేయాలి. సో టీఎన్ఆర్ గారు అక్కడ చాలా బాగా చేశారు. సో దానికి నేను ఈ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ మ్యాచ్ చేయడానికి చాలా కష్టపడ్డా యాక్చువల్లీ. ఎందుకంటే ఆయన డీటెయిలింగ్ ఐస్ నుంచి ఐబ్రోస్ నుంచి ఫేస్లో ఫీలింగ్స్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఆయన ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్లో బాగా చూపించారు ఆయన. సో చాలా నాకు అంత యానిమేషన్ అంత ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ మ్యాచ్ చేయాలి టీఎన్ఆర్ గారితో ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ని. ఎందుకంటే ఈ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఈ మొత్తం హోల్ మూవీలో దిస్ ఈజ్ అ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ part. We didn't want to compromise after looking at the recce, after looking at the locations, after looking at the work of art and the VFX team. It suddenly looked like a big project.
Like we are doing a feature film. The timeline is just the number, but the treatment which was given was none less than a feature film.
The shooting cannot go beyond 4 days. There was no way we could afford production days, budget for the production days beyond 4 days. So we did 3 days shooting in Munnar and 1 day shooting in Hyderabad, and that was it. No matter, I think the team put in 20 hours of shooting each day in Munnar, and I think they pretty much shot 24 hours in Hyderabad. The target audience for this movie is actually everyone in all age groups, right from a kid to an old person. Everyone can watch this movie and relate to it on some level. Everyone will probably perceive this movie in a different way. TNR sir, who played the role of Kittu in our movie, he is a very well-known personality in both the Telugu-speaking states, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. He was our main hope for marketing this movie after it was done, but unfortunately we lost him due to COVID, and his sudden demise was a big blow to all of us, personally and even for the movie itself. On behalf of the team of the World of Kapata, I would like to personally thank the Dada Saheb Phalke Film Festival Selection Committee for selecting our movie into the Short Film Festival. We are very honored to be here and are very thankful for the selection.
And did you write it yourself?
Yes, I wrote it myself, and it took me around 3 days to write.
3 days?
Yeah, just 3 days to write and 3 days to shoot.
Do you have any films that you did in Windsor that you did?
Yes, we have won a lot of film festivals.
Did you do, when you were at the University of Windsor, do you have anything that you could show what you did at the University of Windsor for your projects in school?
No, not exactly. I did not do any. One project I actually did, and I lost the footage, and that's heartbreaking. Yeah, I lost the footage, and with that frustration, I've made this film.
So this is your directorial debut.
Yeah, the
yes?
first directorial debut.
So my question is, seeing this as your directorial debut, it's like, wow, this was amazing.
Thank you.
How are you able to prepare, like knowing like, okay, this is my first time.
Yes.
I need to be able to be organized. I need to be able to lead this team and stuff. Where in you, how did you learn to be a leader, to be able to lead this film? You know what I mean? Because I've worked with people who are like, this is your first movie, and you're like, I can tell this was your first movie, but I see you, and it's like, you have experience. Where did you learn this experience and passion? Was it from Scorsese, from like these people? I'm like, where did you learn this?
Okay, so just a moment.
No problem, no problem.
Such a big question.
Yeah, it's a great question. It's a great question, and he's my inspiration. Tarantino. Okay, so I take inspirations from a lot of people. Tarantino, Scorsese, Spielberg, and S.S. Rajamouli from my plays, and Rajkumar Hirani. I take a lot of inspirations from everyone. I take inspiration from every short filmmaker, from any artist. But to be a leader, you need to know what you're making. That gives you confidence, and only confident people can lead the team. If we are not confident enough on what we are doing, we can't lead. So the first day, I still remember, I'm very young, looking at all the experienced camera team, all the rig team, everyone, makeup team, makeup department, everyone. Even my actor, who is actually very experienced than me, who has seen the world. Everyone were looking at me and thinking whether he can do it or not.
Yeah, yeah.
And even I have a little bit of confusion whether I can do it or not. I have my questions, I have my doubts. Even my dad was there. Even he is worried whether his son can do this or not, because he's worried looking at all the people. And I've seen few people, murmuring from behind. They were saying, look at this thin guy. Is he the director? Oh God, can he really direct this? And are we working for him? They're cracking jokes from behind, and even my dad was listening to it. This gave me a bit of panic attack, kind of, but that is just for 2 minutes. And when I said action, everyone were looking at me and they were obeying what I am saying. That action and cut is where my cinema is all about. It's not about who are talking, what they are talking and all, but it's all about my work is in between action and cut, right? So that's where my direction skills show. So that first shot itself gave me a confidence, and I've made this happen. Yeah.
Did you feel like you did it? Like, oh my God, when it was
I
done?
felt it when I saw the whole footage.
Yes.
I felt it that yes, I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
I belong here. Yeah,
I belong here. That's when I felt it. Even my parents were little bit concerned about me, whether he can do it or not. But when I made this film and when I showed showed everyone, my whole family were 20 to 25 years old. So even my AD is just 20 years old. So we are all first timers. So we've made this film. We went to that hill. Everything is a real location over there. So in a very tough times, like in the period where Corona is to its extremes. So we went there where no human is living over there. We went as a team over there and we shot it there. Yeah, it's just 3 days, but the whole film took us 1 year to complete.
Yeah.
The pre-production and the post took almost 8 months, and the pre-production is 4 months. So total 12 months it took us to complete. Yeah.
Just confirm the language.
This language is Telugu. So I came from the land where you have seen RRR, Rajamouli. So that's where I belong to. Like that's the land where I belong to. Yeah, that's the place. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Financed it.
Okay, so as it's a short film, no one came before, to finance us. So what I did was, I don't know how many of you know, I came from Windsor. So when I'm a student, I studied in University of Windsor. So I'm an alumni here.
2019.
No, 2017. Yes. So I'm an alumni here. So I've accumulated some money, and I left to India for my passion. So my passion is obviously filmmaking. Me, my music director's wife, and also their cousins. Everyone came together, and we together produced the film. So it's yeah.
You don't mind me asking, in rupees, how much would you say what the budget was?
Okay, so the budget in rupees is 30 lakhs around.
30 lakhs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 30 to 32 lakhs around. So I don't know. Yeah, please.
I have two questions.
Yeah, please.
One, what is the inspiration?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
First, what is the inspiration behind this story? And
Can
second,
you please sit? Can you please sit? Yeah.
And
Please
second,
sit. Everyone, can you please sit?
and second, how were you able to get past the copyright strike? Because I saw some familiar faces like Pennywise and Jigsaw
Yes.
as one of the masks.
Yes. So I'll start with the first question. Can you please repeat the question? Sorry about that.
what are the influences? What were your
Yes, I
influences
got
to
it,
the
I got it.
story?
Inspiration
So,
for the
yes,
story.
exactly. So, to talk about the inspiration, okay, obviously for any filmmaker, there has to be something hitting them from behind. You know, I've seen a lot of people, even my friends and everyone, we are trying to lie to live and to earn money, you know, in any other way. Like, let's say I went late, probably, for the office. I would say it's a traffic jam, but I woke up late, so I'm wearing a mask there. Okay, or let's say I wanted some money, but I don't have money. I'll be asking my dad. Okay, I wanted to buy something to my girlfriend, but I don't want to talk about my girlfriend to my dad. What do I say? I'll lie. So I'm wearing a mask. Right from morning till night, probably I myself am wearing masks. So I think being hypocrites is a usual thing, but the problem is this hypocrisy would definitely be a bane, you know, to an individual when you exceed a limit, when you are using him for your own gain, then probably hypocrisy is dangerous. So that's where I got inspired from. I've seen few things in my life, and that's how I've created characters in a fantasized world, and yeah, I made a film. Another question you asked?
Yeah, how are you able to sneak in Pennywise and Jigsaw in your movie? Because I
the
saw them
music-
as masks.
Yes.
The masks.
The masks are like in other movies. And
Okay.
how did you get it in there without
They're
any
similar,
legal
yeah.
issues? Yeah.
Okay, so actually speaking, I just wanted the audience to be connected. I just wanted the audience to feel connected, not just in India, because this is a pure cultural cinema. Mostly Indians get connected to it because of the architecture, the vibe, the culture and all, and the gods over there. Everything Indians would easily be connected, but how could Westerners be connected? It's only I can engage you guys when you know some masks in those masks, you know. So I picked up few things just for you guys, like to get connected to cinema. Yeah. Yeah.
So like most of you, so were you the only member of your crew like from Windsor, or how did you meet your AD? How did you meet like?
Oh,
all
good
these
question.
other people?
So I'm only from Windsor.
Yeah.
So I was doing a couple of independent albums here in Toronto, and then when I'm doing that, eventually, you know, I've met a couple of individuals from US. He eventually turned out to be my music composer for cinema. So I was collaborating with a young team who is superb enthusiastic as I am. In that way, we got collaborated and we made this happen. So no one is from Windsor except me. Yeah. Any?
One thing intrigued me
Yeah.
is that the kid who is always looks like as if he's in a basement.
Yeah.
Now, very few homes have basements.
Yes.
Now, is he in a village that high hill that he has a place like a basement and then he goes up on the stairs?
Awesome. So I'll tell you what. You have got a metaphor, I should say. I just wanted to make my film using metaphors as much as possible. Basement is nothing but I am replicating his lifestyle. He is very weak. His wife is not here. His daughter is not listening to him, and she wore a mask. And even he is unable to live in this society, so he's living far away from them. Also, his lovable goats are dead now. So all his life he faced lot of hypocrites. So he's going down and down and down. Now he went to basement. That's how I've replicated his life to the to the place he's living in. Yeah. I think I've answered your question.
Yeah, I think so. But if a comment had been made somewhere in some kind of a metaphor, that's it. I mean, we have to understand it.
Yes, yes.
That's why we're saying that he's down.
Exactly.
He's up.
It's a metaphor, and I think a lot of people watched the film till now, and only you got that point.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you
like
so much.
he's feeling low.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, like it's a metaphor that he's feeling low.
Yes, it's a metaphor that he's almost alone, feeling low. I've got so much of inspiration and influence by Scorsese's Taxi Driver. So that was an inspiration for me. Also, Joaquin Phoenix Joker. It inspired me so much. And you can see the kind of characterization when I made the cinema.
That's why I see it in a dungeon, in a hell, and sometimes there's a light.
Exactly, sir. You got the point. You got the point.
I found the movie really interesting, but I would have rather saw him not wear the mask at the end to just keep his pride and his ego of not giving into to not wearing the mask, but instead you had him wear the mask at the end where he just caved into society, and I don't get that concept.
He did take it off at the end though.
But then it's probably a sequel where you're going to have another one where he wears the mask and or something.
I think you've got what I wanted, actually speaking. So I did not say whether he's interested in wearing a mask or he's not interested in wearing a mask.
But he put it on.
I just left it to you.
But he did put it on, so he was interested in that.
Because he's completely drunk and he don't know what he's doing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you feel that people wearing a mask for COVID protects them? Is that what the people are doing in the movie? They're protecting themselves from their identity and the safety of their personality?
It's nothing about COVID.
No, I know that.
Yes, yes.
But the mask itself.
Yes, exactly. So probably you're right to one point. When you're wearing a COVID mask, you can't find your expression. Probably you can lie. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I found the movie kind of related to like Jim Carrey when he wore the mask.
Yes.
Where he changed his character when he wore it.
Yes,
so I
yes.
kind of related to it.
Yes,
like that.
lot of inspirations. A film is a copy of a copy of a copy, and I'm trying to make a better copy. Yeah. Yeah, please.
Did you experience any troubles while filming, like weather or wildlife?
Of course, a lot of troubles. To make a cinema, it's not that easy, right? So, as I told you, it took us 1 year to make this film happen. But in shoot, we are just 20 members, bunch of people, who has to climb a hill with all our equipment, so that you could get this vibe. It's a kind of forest, you know, where no one is living over there. So we went there with the whole equipment. Then that is actually very difficult, you know. Yeah.
Do you want me to put on the making video also so that they can understand?
Of course, yeah, please. Yeah. Meanwhile, we'll be doing that. Yeah.
So one question that I have is
Yes.
like, in getting to this location and shooting all this, like where would you say majority of your budget was spent? Was it location, transportation, equipment? Where would you say?
Okay, so I've spent most of my budget in making that mask speak, you know, realistically for VFX.
Animation, really?
Yes, animation. That took that took most of the budget of the whole film. But apart from that, technically, I went with a better camera because
What did you shoot on?
Huh?
What did you shoot on?
Arri Alexa Mini. Yeah.
Are you going to put in different languages too?
If someone shows interest, definitely it's easy to dub. When someone is wearing mask, it's easy to dub. Yeah, please.
Tell me about the casting. What was it like finding your lead? I'm so sorry. Did he pass away?
Yes, he passed away.
Yes,
He passed away in COVID. He didn't even watch the complete film. But this is but this is his best work in his entire career.
Yeah.
So he waited for this cinema for so badly because he has done his best, and he's one of the very renowned journalists in our region. So his name is TNR, and he played Kitu.
What does Kitu mean?
It's a very interesting question. I think your name is Kitu.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's why I saw. Like,
I know him.
Like what?
Okay, so I have extracted all these names. See the names of Kittu, Kannan, Mridu, and Krishnaveni. All these names are from Lord Krishna. In mythology, Indian Hindu mythology, there is a god, and his name is Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna has lot of names, and I've put every character's names based on his name. So
It's just so next time someone says, "What is Kitu?" I'll be like, "It's
Yeah,
one of Lord Krishna's."
Lord Krishna's name, yeah.